Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And off we go from Seattle.
This going to be returned from the 2. And he returns this to the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
First play, and Purdy wants to throw it.
And this is caught by Evans. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Purdy will set up to throw it here.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
Well, on third down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage. Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
So from just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 9. Purdy looking to throw.
Over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to George Kittle, his tight end. And it's third down.
And 9 yards to go.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Back to throw, Purdy. Pass caught by Pearsall. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 33. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another first down.
A gain of 15. First down, 49ers.
Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 4. A quick throw completed by Purdy. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 12-yard line. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another first down. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
A first red zone opportunity the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. And Purdy, he's going to shift him around into something else.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
It always helps when you get great run support from your safeties, and when you get one who can actually read the play and get upfield and shut it down before it gets going, it's exactly what you're looking for.
Second down and right back to McCaffrey. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. And now an audible here into something else. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And a catch right side by Evans. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Mike Evans. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the 49ers are on the board here first in the season opener. Excellent start there. First drive of the season. Big-time success putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you got game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up first and 10 at their 35-yard line. Bigsby with a carry to begin the series. And space tough to come by there as they'll get maybe a yard to the 37. Here's a second and 8.
19 tight.
He'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. They'll look to throw here. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Horton. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first. And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Purdy. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Wide open receiver complete. And they're able to get get this one across the 35. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. You see Purdy, and he's going to shift him around. Back to throw now on 1st down. That's into the hands of the rookie from Ole Miss. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
10 more yards. That's another 49er first down. It's a gain of 10. And a 49er first down.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he's trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 32-yard line. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Now they'll change things up. Now Purdy connects with Kittle underneath. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. 10 more there and another first down. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
On the toss, they run wide side with McCaffrey. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, second down.
Second and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Here's Purdy. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Throwing here, Purdy. He finds his target, it's Evans. And he's going to be taken down short of the first, right around the 15-yard line. Now, how about this? They'll change it at the line. On fourth down, here's Purdy. Hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and it'll be second down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end, and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
His throw incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
79 Broncos. Ready.
They'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Pulled in at the 24. A minute 55 left to go in the first half of play. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. Now Purdy, he's going to change the look here. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13.
First down. A gain of 13 yards. First down,
Purdy now to
San
throw.
Francisco.
He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
First down. A gain of 13 yards. First down, San Francisco.
Looking to throw. Purdy. Now he's going to step up. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Now they'll change things around before the snap. Throwing on 2nd and long. Purdy. And the pressure gets to him again. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Well, that's the 2nd time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so they can throw the football.
Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On 4th down, Corliss Waitman on to punt. Back deep, Rashid Shaheed. And now a high kick trying to pin him back. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play.
And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10.
70 Lions, 19 tight, 19 tight, come 19, come 70 Rangers, 7, go.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
And he's up past the 20 of the 22-yard line.
On the return, the Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
This is a game, Charles, it's been fairly starved for offense. Really not much in that first half. We'll see if they can get something going here as we look toward the 3rd quarter.
And not just a chance to finally get a little more offense going, but to erase that small deficit they currently trail by. I think they'd send a pretty powerful message to the opposite sideline if they drive it right down the field coming out of the half.
At the 27-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
Bronco 80.
That'll be taken in by Shaheed.
First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
70, 70. Buffalo 18.
And the Seahawks first down.
Back to throw here.
That's down the field. He's got a Royal.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
At the 40-yard line.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
They'll look to throw again.
Gets this complete to Shaheed.
And he's taken down inside the 30. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They looked like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Now he'll tuck this and run. That's going to be caught by Bigsby.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 25 yards that time.
A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. Left side, he finds Smith and Jigba.
So no gain on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and goal.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. A 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Seahawks are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand-new ball game, all tied here in the third as they have their first possession of this second half.
And, Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in time in the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Back to throw, Purdy. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And out of bounds right around the 20. So 8 yards on the completion there. And they'll be left with second and a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. This red zone is where the Seahawk crowd really makes it tough for an offense to communicate. It's 3rd down. Purdy tosses out wide complete. And the 49ers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And Purdy, he's going to shift him around into something else. 2nd and 6. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Niners have moved out in front here in the final minute of the 3rd quarter.
His kick is
extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a nice return, but he's going to pay for it as they knock him down hard at the end.
the Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
Let's go now. Lightning 18. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers.
Now this time he'll look to throw. That one caught. It's Horton. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Now the Niners get there and bring him down. Now they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21.
At the 34-yard line.
Trap 50. Trap 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Dragon 60. Go.
Looking to throw. On the slant, here's Smith-Njigba. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Seahawks on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Buffalo 18. 19 tight, 19 tight.
He'll drop to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 36.
4 yards. That's good for a Seahawks.
19 light. 79
First and 10 at the 36-yard.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Outright to Smith and Jigba. A nice throw right there, and these fans getting their first look at their QB1 of the future. I'd imagine it's got to be a big plus for him to get his first start here in front of that home crowd.
I know there's a school of thought about getting your first start away from home so you don't have the extra pressure of that crowd behind you. But I say ride the wave, embrace it. Go ahead and play to that level, and I think it's going to benefit him in the long run.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. A nice completion there for the first down. And, Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week 1. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game has his team right at the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day 1.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Touchdown, Seahawks. Torrey Burton with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Seahawks are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill, but the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Purdy looking to throw. He completes it to Evans. So the completion gets him just a yard, and it'll be second down.
Brings him 2nd and 9 at the 42-yard line.
Now Purdy connects with Kittle underneath. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Shotgun now with Purdy. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Julian Love picks it. There he goes, right side. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. I'll tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. From the 7, it's 2nd and 5.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
60 Eagles, 79 Broncos.
They'll set up to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the 49ers are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
They'll try and burn some clock now with McCaffrey. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big first down to get away from the end zone.
First and 10.
You see Purdy, he's going to shift him around. Back to the ground on first, it's McCaffrey. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. He finds his man, complete. It's Watkins. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
Out of the gun, Purdy. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he's got room. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
I just love how they're going about trying to finish off this game. This is not an offense that's going to go into its shell. They're going to keep exploiting weaknesses where they see them. And that's a huge pickup there with the game in the balance.
Well, looks like they'll move things around here. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And his throw is incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Once more, Purdy looking to throw.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Purdy from the gun. And he will have the first down. And even with the 3 timeouts on the other side, they're going to be able to run this nearly all the way down now.
First down. A gain of 16 yards. First down, San Francisco.
Watch out!
Up the gut, McCaffrey. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game.
Gotta figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13. Throwing here, Purdy. That is intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. But my, how the tables have turned now. They were trying to salt this one away, but that interception, potentially a game changer.
And I've just got to think to myself, at this point of the game, I know you've been aggressive. I know that's your MO, and that's fine. And all those teams that talk about all gas, no brakes, you better have the emergency lever to pull occasionally. They could have used it right there. They put themselves in a tough spot with that interception. And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Well, this one's had a season's worth of thrills already, and it's still week 1. Here's 3rd down now.
18, Pioneer. Ready.
He'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He's back to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. How about the call to come with the blitz there in this situation?
And some of those calls happen just because of what they do on offense. So when they send out a number of people in the pattern, sometimes they just make a change on defense. Say, okay, we'll come after you instead. And that's exactly what they did.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now.
Let's go now. 19, Tiger. Trap 60, trap 60. Warriors 7, Buffalo 18. 79 Broncos. 19 tight. 19 tight.
Back to throw. Gets this complete to Smith and Jigba. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here.
70 Timberwolves. Panther 11, Panther 11, 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Let's go.
They'll look to throw. There's a short one caught by Arroyo. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
This offense cannot stop the clock now. No timeouts remaining as they come up here 1st down. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
On the ready.
Here comes 2nd down at 5.
Tag 7 Pirates. Panther 60. Panther 60. 70 Rangers. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
Back to throw. He finds Smith and Jigba. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Ready.
Here's first down.
19 Tiger. Here we go. Rocco 80. Ready.
Back to throw again. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down. So now this one will rest on the right foot of Jason Myers. This from long, very long range. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. His first attempt of the afternoon, and it's for the win. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Purdy with one final shot here.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
This ball intercepted. Picked by Julian Love. And the Seahawks are going to take over